Hey, welcome back to my channel and thank you for tuning in. I am going to be uploading a few videos this week, so please hold on. I am in the process of working out how to get decks that have been purchased to the USA. If you have been living under a rock lately, you will know that Trump has imposed some very, very severe tariffs that are penalizing the Australian citizens and the American citizens. So a lot of businesses are now collapsing. As we can see, a lot of online businesses now, people that ship things into the United States are now all on halt. So a lot of tariffs have been applied. So if you're new to what's been happening, Donald Trump has put on some very severe tariffs, which means that people that in his country, in America, that order stock in from certain countries or order items that they've purchased, they are all now halted. Okay, so for those of you that have gone ahead and made a purchase for a copy of the third edition of my tarot deck, the El Goliath tarot deck, at the moment we are unable to ship into America for the time being. So this only just happened a couple of days ago. So I'm just jumping on now to let everyone know that we are expecting, hopefully within the next week, either a change where the state has actually overridden the tariffs and the stock can be brought in. Otherwise, at this point, unfortunately, due to obviously things outside of a small business's control, I'm not able to get my decks to America. But that doesn't mean that you can't place an order. You can still place an order. It's totally okay. I still have a lot of stock here. It's all brand new. It's all waiting, all in shrink wrap. So you can place an order and go ahead and continue to place an order for as many decks as you like. But at the moment, everything has just been put on hold. So whatever the tariffs are, that will be something that you would have to deal with from your end. So maybe contact your local post office authority or whoever you're going with to work out what you may have to pay to collect your items in the United States. But for now, I did just hear recently, just yesterday, that the Supreme Court has overturned Trump's tariffs in some instances. So it looks like there's going to be some light at the end of the tunnel. So please be patient with me. If you are in the USA and you've ordered a deck, it's all good. I've got your order here. It's all good. But unfortunately, Australia is now banned from shipping to America for the time being. So this could change. It has changed quite a few times on and off over the past couple of months since all of this started happening. So that is why there are some delays with your deck getting delivered to you. So just being really transparent with you, I am running a small business here. And of course, one aspect of my business is selling my beautiful tarot deck that I've created. So yeah, just please be patient and know that it's got nothing at all to do with the creator, myself. It is completely outside of my control, especially in times like this. So that being said, go ahead and place your order. It's fine. We will just ship it as soon as we can. And if anything changes, we'll be letting you know. All right. So that being said, I also just wanted to clarify, I did do an upload the other day, but that one was actually since deleted. So I'm going to go back in and just very politely remind anyone that the services that I provide are spiritual services. So if you go to my website, you can purchase a 15-minute focus reading where you send in some questions or we focus on one question. Sometimes we don't need long readings. We just need short, quick answers. And I go in there and look and see what I see. So I also offer a half an hour astrological chart reading. So this is an MP3 recording of me tearing up your astrological birth chart. And I also look at things that you would like me to focus on, of course. So if you want me to look at midheaven, career, work, love, compatibility, I'm totally cool with that. If you would like a synastry chart reading, if you don't know what a synastry chart reading is, it's when someone looks at charts side by side for compatibility, strengths and weaknesses. This could be with your partner, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. It could be with your husband or wife, whoever it is. I'm very open, like you might know. So I'm very open, and I understand that a lot of the sensitive nature of what I look at all day is very, very important to you. And it is very important that I uphold a level of integrity with every reading that comes through, because it's my reputation and it's what I do. And I'm very good at what I do. So if you've placed a reading with me, please know that it can be up to a 20-day wait before you get that recording back. At the moment, I've got it down to about 7 to 10 days turnaround period for a recorded reading. That is the volume of readings that I'm now getting from everywhere. So I'm actually now selling more readings and more spiritual services, like phone consultation services, than I am selling stock of tarot card decks, which is fantastic. Okay, so yeah, it is a bit of a wait. This is not Amazon. It is just me. It's my heart. It's my mind. It's my knowledge, and it is my psychic abilities to do this. If you wouldn't, if you're not really after an astrological birth chart and you've heard me talk about a topic, or if you'd like me to unpack a topic, I'm more than happy to just talk about a topic for you for 30 minutes if you'd like. So please be aware that if you've come to my channel and you're new here, this is unfiltered, unrestricted. Okay, so we're doing real talk. It isn't fluffy stuff. This is very serious, heavy duty stuff. And that's the type of clientele that I think appreciates what I do here. And that's the type of clientele that I attract. So I would like to think that a lot of my clients are on a higher level of consciousness than just an average, Joe or Sally out on the road, kind of out in the world kind of thing. So yeah, I hope that made sense. So also, before I go and get out of here, other than just giving you an update with the shipping situation with the cards and the tariffs to the USA, I also really have to just say one more time, and I always say this one more time, please, when you send in your email, you must include every single thing in your email in the correct way that I've asked for it. So I need your name, I need your time of birth. That includes AM or PM, just regular 100-hour time or whichever. So 9 AM, I need the location. Please put in the country. Don't just put in the suburb or the city. You need to include the country that you're from. I know this might sound strange to some Americans, but there are actually many, many cities and many countries that have the same name. All right, so please, when you write into me, particularly if it's a really heavy duty reading and we're looking at like ghosting or unequated love or abuse situations, marriage problems, divorce situations, all of this type of stuff which I go in and look at, I need you to be as transparent with me as possible, and just make sure that when you send in your email, everything is in the first email. One sentence isn't really going to cut it unless you just want a very general reading, and that's absolutely fine. I will conduct that general reading for you. But if you want a reading that's more specific, then you have to know that you're going to have to put a bit of effort in and actually communicate what it is that you're wanting from me in that reading. All right, so direct questions always get direct answers. General questions always get very, very general answers. All right, so that's how any level of oracle reading, psychic reading happens, especially when we're looking at the tarot. I know it's a shock for some people, but it is quite disturbing. But a lot of people don't realize that in this human world, in this matrix dimension, we actually control very, very little. So I know that sounds hard to hear, but it is actually all predetermined. It's predeterminism versus free will. That's what the human existence is in a way. All right. So when you come to me, make sure you've got your EGT. That's an EGT order number that would have been generated from when you made the purchase, and send that in. So name, date of birth, time of birth, location of birth in the world, where were you born. If you don't have those details, please just include like in the notes that you don't know the exact time, but you know it was somewhere in the morning. Okay. In some cases, I do have people that were orphans or people that were born in places that were very war torn, or there was no level of birth certificate or any level of kind of like diarising of their time of birth. That's totally okay. I can channel certain things very accurately using the tools and methods that I have in place, which is what I do. But it's always best if you can bring that to me so that I can understand what you're saying. Same with any level of passion. If it is about someone that has wronged you and we're talking about some level of black magic, or if we're talking about some level of cursing that's been put upon you or your family, this is very common as well. Depending on which part of the world you're in, all of the different parts of the world have all of their own spiritual hexing, cursing systems as well. All right, so go in there, give me the backstory, give me the history, explain what you're asking of me. And that way, I can go in there with the same determination and passion that you do. Well, it won't ever be as much as what you have, but I can match it pretty strongly. And then I will go in there and look at your questions. And then when the time is right, I will conduct that reading for you, and you will be getting the link. Once you receive the link from me, just download the link straight away. I don't hold on to any readings. After the reading's done, I sent you the link. You're an adult. You download the link. You keep the link. That's it. That's the end of the transaction. I do get a lot of people writing in, and thank you so much for all of the beautiful emails and the feedback. Unfortunately, given the nature and accuracy of what I do, a lot of these things I can't post online on some level of review. Unfortunately, a lot of it is very personal, and I really respect my clients' privacy, especially when it comes to some of the topics that we get into. Okay, so that being said, thank you. But if there is just email chat that goes on and on, unfortunately, I am running a service. I am a service that I am providing. And so, a love and blessings to you thank you for reaching out to me and letting me know. Often I will jump in the emails and just say, a short, well-received sentence, just saying thank you so much for this beautiful feedback. I'm here if you need me again for another reading. And then you would go to my website, you will click on the link, you will purchase another session with me, whether it's a spiritual phone consultation, which is totally fine. We can have as many as you need. You're in control of how many times you want to see me. I will never hit you up for a reading. I don't do any level of marketing other than just doing a YouTube channel. And so far, since I've opened this, and it's been a few months now, it is now generating something that I can now sustain myself from full time. And I don't get sick of this. I don't get tired of this. I love doing this. But please know that this is a very private, personal service. I am a psychic. I am a medium. I am an astrologer. I am a practicing witch or occultist. This isn't something that is like on TV. This isn't something that is romanticized about in some kind of joke. This is a very real thing. So if you think that the spiritual world doesn't exist and you think astrology isn't real, I hate to tell you, but you are surely mistaken, my dear friend. Okay, it's all very real. Okay, so that's how I see it. Also, as well, your level of success with my knowledge is also not my problem. When you come to me and I give you that knowledge, I expect you to incorporate that knowledge and wisdom into your practice or into your life so that you can go on and have and get the success that you need. All right? So please know that when we're working with the spiritual world, you can't lie to the spiritual world. Okay? And especially when it comes to things like the demonic world or with angels and things like that. Why? Because the demonic world and angels live within the realm of the human psyche. They're within us. Okay, they live in the realm of the mind. So there's no lying to the spiritual world. just like you cannot lie to yourself, because you know where you are deep down, where you are. Okay, we all know where we're at deep down. All right, so I hope all of this has made sense. I think I've included everything I wanted to say in this short upload. So I will be working on my Patreon for this week. And when it comes out, what I'm committing to is one video a week. So that will be four. Generally, that will be around 4 uploads a month. And it will be a $5 a month commitment to subscribe to my Patreon. So it's just $5 a month. Just think about it like you're getting a cup of coffee or something. $5 USD a month is all I ask for. And you will have a range of access to me on a much more personal level. So it will be kind of like a Patreon community that I will be generating. And a lot of the topics that I'm very restricted on talking about here on a YouTube platform will no longer really have that restriction. So we can really get in there. I'm going to be doing some uploads where I'm showing you how to use an obsidian sphere or a black mirror correctly and show you how I do it. I've also got some requests on how to conduct levels of spiritual ritual as well, which I'm happy to share with you because I want to help you. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to help you. All right. So I know it's hard out there. And it's hard, you know, trying to make a living, trying to live in this world. It's very much collapsing at this point. So if you're a witch out there and you're connected to the natural world, then you will know that we do have a certain level of access to tools that are at our disposal. All right. So all I'm doing is sharing that knowledge of how I go about this with you. And that's why for that level of knowledge, I will be having to put up a paywall because this is what I do now, all right? And I'm absolutely loving it. So lots and lots of love and blessings to you. And thank you for everyone who's been reaching out to me. It's been so awesome connecting with you. I look forward to your readings coming through. So at the moment, I still have 25% off my 30-minute astrological chart readings. So please go ahead and make that purchase. Send in the email with all of the details, and the sooner that you do and everything checks out okay, the sooner I can get to that reading and conduct it for you, send it back to you so you can keep that reading and come back to it as many times as you need. Often a lot of clients will re-listen to a lot of the readings I've done for them quite a few times to just really process all of the nuances and messages that I'm trying to condense. Because in the session with me, I really want to focus on maximizing our time together so we're not wasting time. And I'm an occultist, so I'm not really interested in sitting on the emails and ping-ponging back and forth and chasing up details. Too bad for you, okay? If you don't have all the details in there, I'm sorry, I can't help you. And if you really, truly want my help, then you will just follow the prompts and you'll get what you want. Lots and lots of love and blessings to you, my friends, and I will see you in the next upload. Bye, 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 bye.